Got the Bosch Bulldog Extreme. It's not hitting as hard as it used to. I had it about 6 years. I mean, usually I'll let a tool go till it stops working, then I know it needs new brushes, but I don't know, the way it's not hitting as hard as it used to, I'm thinking it's time for the brushes. So I got a 2-pack on Amazon. I think it was something like 20 bucks or something for 4 of them. But I believe you only need 1 pack. You only need 2 of them. We're gonna find out when we take it apart. This will be the first time I ever took one of these apart. I usually work on other stuff like grinders. Last employer I had, he used to give me caulk cutters. They're kind of like the multi-tool, but they're the plug-in type. We used to use them to cut urethane caulking from big buildings downtown. So they used to give me them all the time with extra brushes and pay me to replace the brushes on all of them. I'd probably get 2 or 3 of them every day. But I've never taken one of these apart, so we're gonna figure this out together. I just looked at the screw. Looks like a T20 is gonna work, or a straight slot screwdriver. But I got a T20 on the DeWalt. Focus, buddy. No, you don't want to? Okay. Well, anyway, it's T20 out of here. No focus, huh? There you go. So we'll see what happens here. We set this all up. So you got 4 screws here. You got 2 here. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I think since this is my first time doing it, I'm going to take them out of the handle first, and then I'll take these 2. Let's see what happens here. I don't need anything flying out at me, being this is my first time taking this apart. Let's figure it out together. All right, so there's what there? There's 5, 6 screws, and then I'm gonna take these 2, and hopefully this half just comes off. Let's find out. Nope, looks like I gotta take all 4 out and slide it. Oh, looks like it's loose a little bit. Yeah, I had to look outside real quick. Somebody's out there dunking with their car. I don't know what's going on. But now I just thought about it. Let me take these 2 out. Take these 2 out and see if the whole thing comes off, because I was a little worried about this red switch, but now I can see it goes to a switch back here. So I should be all right. I don't think anything's gonna be crazy unless they built this to fail. I know they do that stuff. They build them to fail. They build them so you gotta take them to them to fix them. But let's find out. Let's try to hit these 2. See if the whole thing will come off without me breaking anything. Already feels better. So I guess, yeah, you got to take all the screws off. I think I got everything. Oh, there goes that half. Oh, you don't want to slam it down, Jamie. Don't be a dumbass. All right, so I see the brushes in there. So what we got here? We got 1 wire plugged in here, this white wire. I'm going to disconnect that because I think you got to get a bunch of this stuff out of your way. Then there's another white wire down there. Okay, so that comes around and goes to here. So we'll unplug it here. Maybe it doesn't want to unplug. Man, it's doing some craziness. Oh, it comes off backwards. Okay. So now we got that out of the way. Now let's see what we got to do. So this wire is holding it up. So you got to peel this wire out. All right, so this red is stuck. So that's what's holding it. All right, so we got to peel this wire out too. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, just lost something. Great. Well, this is going to crap pretty quick. So here it is. The question is, where'd this come from? I guess we'll find out. All right, so this thing's out now. Yeah, I don't know where that piece came from. I'm thinking it has something to do with this, hopefully. Let's see here. Oh, dropping another piece. Thanks, Bosch. Appreciate it, bud. Make it so everything falls to pieces and we can't see where it goes. Yeah, I don't know what that metal piece is. It fits in there. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's see if we can change the brushes. I think this... Nope, that stayed. That stays. Okay. Let me see where the brushes are. It's really hard to see. Okay, I think I see them now. I'm sure that light's flickering in your face. Sorry. Definitely need the light. See if I can hang it up here somehow. There you go. How in the world do we get to them? And does this come off? So this is probably going to be a crappy video. I don't know, maybe it's just dust in here and that's the problem. The brushes look like they got some meat on them. Yeah, I think this has to come off in order for me to do it. So somehow I got to get that off. Let me try to figure it out and I'll come back. All right, so here we go. I believe this is the reverse switch. I forget because it's not together. Yeah, this is the reverse switch. So it's either reverse or forward. So what you got to do is you got to make sure this is in the middle with the top. It has to be in the middle, and then you start wiggling it and it's coming off. And apparently that's the only way to do this. Uh-oh, something just snapped. That can't be good. Okay, so there's the brushes in there, and the brushes look good. So I'm going to be wasting my time here. Hey, the brushes are still good. I'm going to put this back. It's probably just dust in there, dirt. Another thing I find that happens with these, especially with the grinders, they get hot. You know, guys I used to work with were cutting out brick joints, mortar joints, and they'll just keep running them, and they're wearing gloves. I never wear gloves 'cause I got to feel what I'm doing. But they'll have thick gloves on to protect their hands, and they can't feel that the grinder's overheating. You're supposed to stop and let it cool off, and they don't do that. So what happens is the plastic case starts to warp. It'll actually melt and warp, and then that'll stop the grinder from working. Or it could happen to one of these drills or anything else. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put this back together because they look pretty good still. You see them? A nice spring action. Yeah, they don't even look much shorter than the new ones. These are definitely the ones though. So I did get the right ones. At least I did that right. Because you see how that hook's there? Because that has to go in and down. And that's shaped right for that. So at least I know these are right. But these only have a little bit more meat. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just dust that got in there. Because you can see the dust in there. Dust gets in there. And probably gets on that copper ring there. There's a copper ring. So when you switch it, I guess it switches forward and reverse. So now the fun part is trying to get this thing back together. So apparently you got to hold these open. I'm sure there's some kind of tool for it. Just not me. I don't have one, so I'm going to have to do what I have to do here. I'm just going to try to squeeze it back on there with my finger on the brushes. Keep my finger in there and yep, that's the top. So where does this go? That switch part. Doesn't look like there's enough room. No, it definitely doesn't go that way. I guess I'm upside down here. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's these two metal clips that have to be in that center there. And then you got to get the brushes. And then let's try to work it back. There you go. There you go. Still operating. So that's good. Now let's see if we can put it back together. Hopefully I didn't break it. So let's see here. What we got going on here? Plus I got to figure out where that metal clip came from. Oh man, something else fell out now. This little thing came out now. So I guess we gotta figure out where that goes. That's the only spot I see. So it probably goes there. Duh. All right. So this isn't the right side. I need this side. go. Got that side in there. Oh, so I did this. That's right. I took it apart upside down. So yeah, we need this part. Man, what a terrible video this is going to be. All right, so that goes there. I believe that metal thing fell out when I was messing with this wire. So it has to be somewhere where this wire is. And what it looks like to me is you got this piece here. Then you got this piece here. It's got to be something like this. Some craziness. I don't know what it's for, but let's see if I can get a screw and pop it back where it goes. Because this is spring loaded. I don't know if it goes like that or no. It's got to have something to do with this. Yeah, oh, okay. That's the metal thing to stop it from opening too far. Okay, I got you. It's like a stop. That's all it is. No big deal. This way, when you're hooking on something, it doesn't open too far and fall off of it. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes you got to figure this stuff out on the fly. Now we got to see how this wire goes. I don't know. Let's see. There's a lot of dunking going on outside. Let's see what it is. I don't know what's going on. People are a circus, man. They come here, they dump in the dumpster. We got a dumpster down there. They bring the whole world of trash and they think they're just going to dump it in our dumpster and make our rent go up. Get tired of it. All right, let me focus here and see if I can get this put back together. Oh, focus, Jamie, focus. Can't forget the switch. I think we should do that now. All right, so this one goes in the top. Well, we're gonna find out because we're gonna plug it in and make sure it still works. Hopefully I didn't break it and I didn't even get to change the brushes. I mean, they don't look like they need to be changed right now. Where you going, bud? You hook onto there. Yeah, they don't make this stuff easy, let me tell you. You gotta be like a wizard to do this stuff. What a mess. So I'm thinking I gotta screw this handle part on first, just to hold things still. Yeah, let me put these two screws in. because nothing wants to cooperate, let me tell you. All right, now we should be able to do this. Okay, that goes in there, that's why. That was in the way. Slide the wire down out of the way. That goes in there. White wire goes down there. Actually, that white wire goes under. That makes sense. This way it doesn't get pinched when you're trying to screw it back together. Makes a lot of sense. All right, now let's see if we can do this. All right, so far we got all the pieces back. We gotta click this down. Is it? There you go. That's clicked down. So yeah, wasn't that bad. My first time, and it wasn't that bad. Let's get it clicked back together before we start talking shit. I mean, it could have been worse. I've worked on things that were worse in my lifetime. Old beepers and cell phones. Work for a company doing that. People come in with pagers. Oh, my pager stopped working. Open it up, it's soaking wet. So, what you mean to tell me is you dropped it in the toilet and it stopped working? Oh, no. Just stopped working. Oh, okay. Well, why is it wet inside? Jump in the pool with it? You did something. At least tell me. Because then as soon as I see it, I'll take the battery out of it and try to save it. But if you left the battery in there and it's wet, you know, could cause more damage. So yeah, Jamie's talking and he forgot this. So we gotta take it apart again. Now you're already apart, so you should come out easy. Oh, there you go. Gotta stop talking sometimes because get sidetracked. So this has to come up. Where did that go? I guess that goes in the center. Little spring action. Yeah, so this is going to go into the center of this. Come on. That's it. Now it's spring loaded. Now let's see if we can put this together. Come on, buddy. Oh, what's wrong with you now? There you go. All right, we got that. Got that. Now we put the little guys in. Put all the little guys back into the handle. And then we do the test to make sure I didn't break it. All right, that's the last screw. Only thing left to do is plug it in and try it. We'll unplug Mr. Hoist. Yes, I got the cheap Harbor Freight hoist. I started setting it up on this beam up here because that's another project I'm getting ready to do. But it's not going to give me enough room because I got to pick something up heavy and try to clean it. Let me show you what it is. This pig here, thinking about cleaning it. You know, I saw a couple other YouTube videos of people cleaning rusty tools with vinegar. So I got 8 gallons. So my plan is to put this valve in a tub with 8 gallons of vinegar and see what happens. See how much of that rust it'll take off. I'm pretty sure I got to do more stuff. You see there's concrete stuck to it. It was actually buried in concrete under the Delaware River. And we removed it. It was a pool drain. This is how you would drain the pool with this valve. But it was leaking. And you can see why. It's all rusty and corroded. So he asked me, we removed it and put a new ball valve in there, a 4-inch ball valve. And he asked me, since this is historical, I don't know how long it was in there. This is a mansion that was built in 1804. So I'm pretty sure that pool was in there for a long time. I just don't have an exact date. And the new owner, I think he's only been there since the 70s. So we don't know how old it is. But I'm hoping to clean it up and find a date on there or something. But I'm probably going to have to sandblast it. But I think my first step is going to be a roof torch. See all that concrete on there? This way I don't damage the metal, chipping it. I'm thinking about hitting it with the roof torch and seeing if that concrete will fall off of there. I guess we'll find out. All right, let's try the drill. Try the hammer drill, see what we did here. Plugs in. Are we gonna work? Uh-oh. Switch. There we go. See, it still works. I didn't have the switch all the way. Okay, so that's in chipping. Let's put it in hammer drill. Let's try reverse. So that's good. Now let's try just drill mode. So yeah, at least I know the brushes are still good. And I got these for later on down the road, if those brushes ever go. That's not bad for, you know, if you watched my other videos and saw how many holes I drilled with this, that's nothing. I drilled so many holes and chipped out so much concrete and brick with this that I never videoed. I mean, I did that toilet video. I think it was 308 holes I drilled with this. And another thing, people ask me questions about the bits and the blades I use. And I don't know where they're getting their bits and blades from, maybe Harbor Freight. I do buy stuff from Harbor Freight, but I would never buy blades. I mean, I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying I wouldn't, because the type of jobs I do, I can't be getting stuck. So I buy better stuff, you know. Like, I mean, I bought this here at Home Depot, but this works good. But a lot of these bits here, I had these for years. Sometimes you'll get this will happen. See how it's bent? It melted. I think this was from the pool job where the drain came from, because I had to do some chipping and drilling. I had to do some patching, so I had to put anchors in there, and I went through a lot of these bits, and these are the good ones, just on that pool job, because that concrete, whoever poured that concrete back in the day, I mean, look at the rocks in it. See that big rock right there? That's the size of rocks they had in their concrete back then. It was probably a real strong mix. And it worked. They had a terrible time chipping that out of there.